Welcome back to Investing with Confidence, sponsored by Online Trading Academy. On their 25th year, teaching people just like you how to get started trading and investing. If you're brand new to the markets, want to learn how to get going, or if you've been trading and investing for many, many years and just looking to get some better techniques and strategies and making smarter investing decisions. We have investing classes at our local academies. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 for some free tickets for a class to learn how to get started trading and investing. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 for 2 free tickets. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Investing with Confidence on YouTube. Al, as we were talking about in that last segment with retirement accounts, people are kind of struggling with those accounts when they're managed by other people. So we're seeing more and more investors, traders, retail, the public want to take more charge in those and do things differently and start to protect those. Maybe just eliminate fees or lower fees. But really, they want to have their best interest in their money.
Sure.
But you also need different characteristics, some different traits to, I guess, in my mind, to be successful in the markets. You have to have a plan. You have to learn the plan, but then you have to follow that plan as well. So let's talk about, let's start out with the plan here. What is like a good investment plan, or how do you help people get started in the right direction with that right plan?
You have to start out with understanding who the person is and what their goals are, what their expectations are, and just what their situation, what their financial situation is. The plan should be something that takes you from where you are now to where you want to be in the future. How do you bridge the gap from where you are to where you want to be? And the plan should include strategies and the use of assets that will give you the opportunity to benefit in basically any market condition.
Okay.
You shouldn't have to wonder what to do because something has changed or something's different. And really the key, regardless of what your investment style is, in other words, whether you're a short-term investor, long-term, whether you're investing in or trading stocks or options or futures or Forex, is to identify it's not really what you're trading that's important. It's when you get into something. It's identifying the right price to get in. That should be a good quality price, which right off the bat reduces the risk, but also increases the odds of success, the probabilities of being successful, and gives you the opportunity to maximize your profit potential. Those are things that we identify based on what the institutions are showing us. So if there's somebody out there that is successful on a consistent basis and other groups that are not, which would you rather follow? Obviously, the ones that are successful.
The smart money.
The smart money, the elephants. Those are the people that are showing us what they're doing if you know how to read it on a price chart. That's what we teach you, how to read a price chart, very similar to what a radiologist would do with an X-ray. But that's all part of your plan. It's the core strategy that we have. That's the main investment strategy, which we call core strategy, is put together by people that worked on Wall Street, that understands what impacts price. They understand what we call order flow. They have put the strategy together based on a set of rules that you follow, which, as much as possible, take the greatest impediment to you being successful out of the equation, and that's you. That's your brain and your gut.
Emotions.
It's emotions.
Greed
You
and
have
fear.
to control those emotions, otherwise you're going to be making mistakes. So following a set of rules, a step-by-step process, is part of that plan. And the emotional part is huge. There's the emotional part, the psychological part, and there's the mechanical part of trading and investing. You have to concentrate on both of those, which we do. But I think the emotional part is probably the most important.
Yeah.
And one of the things that the proper knowledge and the proper skills built into a plan specific to you, one of the things that's going to do is take the fear out of it. Take that fear out and replace it with confidence. And that's how you do this, where you can sleep at night, not worrying about maybe having done the wrong thing, because you will always be protected. And by protection, I mean protecting yourself if you're wrong and protecting yourself if you're right.
Yeah. And that's why we call this show Investing with Confidence. And I'm glad you brought that plan out, because if you don't have a plan, what's that quote? Those who prepare or fail to plan to
plan to fail.
I think I said that the right way.
Well,
It sounded good in my head.
Close enough.
But if I think people get the concept, but you have to be willing to learn because it's something that's going to be a little bit different. What's the if the public is typically struggling in the financial markets, it's because they haven't been educated properly, and so you have to be coachable, willing to learn something that you might be a little bit different. You also have to have some discipline. So as Al is talking about, once you have a plan, you got to follow it. If you don't follow a plan, it's not going to work. For example, anybody that has used a GPS, if that lady or that guy that says turn left here or turn right here and you don't follow that, you might be in a different location at the end of your drive. So you have to have that discipline to follow it. But the last one I think is the most important piece is all you have to do is be decisive.
Exactly.
The good thing about trading and investing is just a click of a button away. But with the wrong plan, you can make the wrong decisions. So that's why you need all three of those. So people that are coachable, willing to learn, have some discipline, and can be decisive, that's your foundation to begin that plan to trade and invest. And that's what we start our students down, is getting down that right plan. Where you get started is that investing class that you teach here locally. I teach these as well. We have these during the week. We have them on the weekends. We also have these in the evenings. So we have people that work all day long every single week. They come on the weekends. Some people have the weekdays off. They come during the week. Some people only have evenings off. That's why we have these in the evening. So pretty much anybody can attend. So get your phones ready. I'm going to give you a text in line for some free tickets and a quick start kit that will help you get started right away. Text the word investing to the number 210-210. That's text investing to the number 210-210 for 2 free tickets and a quick start kit to help you get started right away. So you're talking about a plan, Al, and as long as people are coachable, willing to learn, they have some discipline, they can be decisive, you have to place your investment somewhere. Mm-hmm. And Online Trading Academy, the sponsor of the show, actually has their own platform. By the way, a platform is where you make your investment decisions. As Al was talking about, you read a price chart. That's where you get that information, is a platform. Talk a little bit about Click. It's the platform Online Trading Academy has. It's a proprietary platform that's designed to guide students through their investment decisions.
Yeah, Click is something that Online Trading Academy has worked on for years. It was built from the ground up around our students based on feedback from students and from our professional instructors, these guys who are basically full-time traders. So we've incorporated into Click what we feel will give you the greatest opportunity to identify a good quality position, which in our view is something that gives you the lowest risk entry with the highest probability of succeeding with the highest profit potential. We say that every week. But that's what Click is designed to do. Not only to do that, it's a trading analysis and guidance, and it's also an education platform. It's kind of a combination of those things. But one of the great things about Click is that if you try to put together a position that is for you, for your uniqueness, not in your best interest, it's going to come up with an alert and tell you not to do it. That's really unique. Not many.
That's great.
I'm not aware of any other platform that does that.
Well, think about that. That's like saying in that GPS, don't turn here because if you're in a truck, don't turn here because there's a low bridge
or a cliff.
Oh, well, yeah, that might be as well. But I think people can relate to the bridge, the low bridge, a little more.
But that's the point, is that you want to follow what has been proven to work. You want to follow what has been proven to give you the best opportunity to be successful. But if it's not, if you're trying to do something, and the reason it can tell you what's not right for you is that you customize Click to you. So you're telling it some certain things that are going to be unique to your situation, and then Click kind of takes that into consideration. But it also simplifies things because it's the same platform you use no matter what asset you're trading. A lot of people, if they're trading futures, they'll have to use one platform. If they're going to trade options, a different one, maybe a different one for stock, a different one for Forex. The Click kind of combines everything, so you can trade every asset on Click and be able to do it by just following the same set of rules, which really kind of simplifies it and for most people reduces the amount of time it takes to put something together. It's
kind of like Home Depot. It's that one-stop shop for your trading and investing decisions. So, Al, we have these a lot of listeners right now. I mean, they listen. We've had people that listen to the show for several years now, and I always ask people, what really drove you to want to come into one of these investing classes, and they say, I've been listening for years, and you guys talked about this. And that's why we talk about different topics here, just a wide range of the financial markets. So to help people make that decision, help people take action. But the longer you wait for something to happen, the longer it's going to take you in the future to have the opportunity to reach the financial goals that you do have. So come on one of these investing classes. The great thing about these, they're free. You get some free tickets with and also a quick start kit to help you get started right away. So if you want to make smarter investing decisions moving forward, it takes a little bit of action. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 for 2 free tickets for an investing class and a kit to help you get started in the financial markets safely and confidently. Al, every single week you have great words of advice, well, not advice, but different tidbits on the markets. And today, let's hear to today's OTA tip of the week.
Well, kind of to your point about people waiting, the majority of our students wish they would have started earlier. Almost 70-80% of the people say that. You can avoid having to say that by starting now. So a lot of you I know are thinking, I've missed out on the big opportunities. It's too late. Well, we're in a global economic environment that's going to provide many, many more big opportunities. You have not missed the big one. There's always a bull market somewhere in something. And, don't worry about not being successful. No one is going to be successful all the way, and all the time. You don't have to be. So no one will be successful 100% of the time, but if you don't try, you will be unsuccessful 100% of the time.
You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Come into one of these investing classes. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 for 2 free tickets. As always, same time, same place next week. Until then, retire young, my friends.